What's up, everybody? What's going on? How's everything going? We're joining in with Assetto Corsa. We got the newest Brooklyn Park map. Alright, so I've had this Brooklyn Park map that was like the free version of the Brooklyn Park map that I was able to get, that I was using, but I purchased through the membership the Brooklyn Park remastered version off of Patreon from C Toretto. So shout out to C Toretto for all these cool maps. I got this one and I wanted to try it out to see what the difference is between the regular Brooklyn map and the Brooklyn Park map and this remastered version. The graphics are supposed to be better, the environment is supposed to be better, the 3D rendering and stuff is supposed to be better, colors are better, and the map has a lot more detail, and there's like a few different features, even just the color of the bricks and the stone that you see on the ground, stuff like that, all that stuff. There's a bunch of improvements in. So we're gonna go ahead and take this beauty, this AE86 out, the BDC V6 car for drifting. These are the V6 car pack. Now it's definitely, you know, I'll talk more about this in a little bit, but this is definitely top tier right now for me. So very happy with the BDC car pack, and we're gonna take it out for a spin and just explore Brooklyn Park, the remastered version, in a few different cars and see what it is. All right, let's go. All right, that looks pretty good. So we got a couple of views right now today. Let me know what you think about these views. I got a view up top right corner. We got ourselves a nice inside view of the car, and then we got this, you know, third-person view that I like to have when I'm driving around or drifting around. So we're gonna take this one out for a spin in a second, but let's take a look around real quick. You know, it had the Lamborghini doors, so beautiful car. Really cool, very nice. All right, let me change the weather and the lighting up a little bit. You know, it's a little too basic right now. All right, let's go with this. Let's see what happens to the clouds and stuff with this. We're going for a little bit on the sunset side of things, but let's go ahead. Ooh, look at the flames. Seen that? Very nice. All right. So this is Brooklyn Park. Already the pit stop looks a lot different. So I don't know if you remember, but this area is a lot more defined, a lot more detailed. All right. You know, it's basically the same design, but everything just looks a lot better, a lot more refined. This Brooklyn Park sign feels new, and then this section, I don't remember at all the previous version, the original version, the free version to have. I don't even know if that was a free version, but I paid for this one, and it's a really nice one. So we got the little water fountain here. It's really nice. You know, the reflection in the water feel really nice. And then here we go. We're out of there. That red brick trim feels really good. Yeah, it feels different, feels better. Everything looks really good, really sharp, real nice. Ooh, the tunnel's different. The tunnel's definitely different. A lot darker, it felt. And these bushes, you've seen these green bushes all around? They weren't there. Alright, so there's a lot more going on here in this map than there was going on in the basic version of the map. The remastered is definitely a huge improvement. I'm not even sure about these lane split lines, the lines that we see, the yellow double line. I'm not even sure if I remember those in the original, but if it was there, it was there. I just feel like I'm noticing a lot more now, especially the character of the trees also feels really unique, really different. All right. Feels real nice. The road, especially the textures of the road, I'm really appreciating that. I think it looks really good. Much more realistic. I think these are superb graphics compared to the non-remastered version. Really cool. Brooklyn Park Remastered. We're in the BDC, the Bad Drivers Club V6 car pack. It's the A86 that we're hanging out with right now. It feels real nice. All right, let me spark up the light a little bit. I'm still not feeling this. I think the shadows are a little too much right here, so we can't really see some of the detail on the road and stuff. So I want to brighten it up a little bit. What's going on, Paulette? What's happening? And Kupo, what's up? All right, so this one's a little bit better, a little bit more lighting. You see the shadows and the trees swinging a little bit, and the shadows are moving along. That looks pretty cool. All right, let me get this going. All right, sideways. The BDC cars, I have to say, it's my new number one. All right, Gravy Garage just moved down to number 2. But still, you know, I love Gravy Garage, great cars, but the BDC cars definitely took it from me. I think what I also like about the BDC cars is the variety. There's more cars in the BDC V6 car pack than there is in the Gravy Garage car pack, so that's definitely a bonus for the BDC V6 cars. The other bonus is that this is 3rd gear drifting, which is also very nice. Gravy Garage cars kind of, you know, limit you to 2nd gear, which is fine for things like Brooklyn Park and stuff. That's totally fine. But for certain other places, if you want to just try to drift around on the road, you have to kind of shift a little bit too often, which I'm not a big fan of. Alright, but this is pretty cool. Wow, the amount of detail they added, the grass, the short trees, the tall trees, the rocks, the stones, the markings on the road, the bushes throughout the whole track. You know, the grass and the shrubs and the bushes. That looks really great. A lot of detail. I'm not sure if I'm noticing much about the buildings yet. I'm sure they're more detailed, sharper and all that too. There used to be an Empire State looking building in the distance. I don't think I've seen that yet. Oh, right there, right? Let me pause here. That building right there. There's 2 buildings with like a pointy top. One of them looks like an Empire State Building, so the taller one definitely looks like the Empire State Building. I think it's kind of like trying to show us the Manhattan skyline over there, the Manhattan downtown skyline. I think that's interesting. It's cool. And the tunnel definitely feels very different too. I'm still trying to figure out what was different about the tunnel here, but in the original Brooklyn Park track, the tunnel was a lot brighter, and I don't remember a whole lot of lighting in the tunnel, but right now I can see that the light under the bridge, that's pretty cool. So it's pretty cool. Gotta say, overall feels really nice. Alright, let me run this lap and then we'll take a look at chat and see what you guys are up to. I'm going to keep sticking to some BDC cars. Maybe we'll try some Gravy Garage too. And we'll see how things go. Alright, but let me do this lap. Then we'll see who's up in chat, what's going on. Say hello, say what's up. Subscribe, hit a like, that helps out. And we're going to keep drifting tonight. Alright, Friday night drifts, baby. In the new Brooklyn Park Remastered map. Not new, really, but new to me. I think the map came out originally in 2024. Oh man, feels really great. This car, AE86, really dope. I'm trying to find out where the entry was. Where did we come in from? Where's You know, I keep on doing the laps, I feel like, but I can't spot where we came from. And I think it's the smoke that keeps on rising from the wheels. This turn feels different. This hill feels different right out the tunnel. This whole area, these corners feel different. They feel better. I mean, how smooth is the drifts? Unbelievable. It's really awesome. Alright, so here somewhere is our entry. Oh, I see the Brooklyn Park. There we go. This is what I was trying to look for. And this whole area, oh my gosh. We didn't have this area before. In the original, I don't remember seeing this area. And it looks like I can go this way. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This is a whole new area of the remastered map. Oh, we got the basketball court. Oh, hold on. How can I drift around it? Let's drift around these hoops. Alright, second gear is it gonna be? We're just taking over the basketball courts. That's pretty dope. Basketball courts. Wow, that is nice. Alright. So this remastered map is pretty cool. It's pretty unique. It's got a few additions to it. Ooh, almost knocked that hoop down. Look at that. Alright, let's hop back out. I want to see where... So was this... And then, wait, are we going down here? So what is this? What's up, Tyen? What's happening? Okay, this is a whole new world right here. Whoa, 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 where am I? This part of Brooklyn Park, never noticed. Look at that. This remastered Brooklyn Park. Check out the drifts too. Woo! And then we can exit out here. There's this ramp that brings us back up. Oh wow, so this whole area is new. Alright, so in the remastered map, we got a whole new little section with the basketball courts, this little side park. Alright, that's pretty cool. So that was one area, then this area right here. Is there a ramp going down? This is the same area actually takes us down to, so I'm not gonna go back there right now. And now where am I? Oh my god, I'm outside. I've exited the park. What? This is crazy. We out here in Brooklyn. Am I going back into the park somehow? Or am I just gonna be outside now? Look at that map of the park. You guys can't see the map, but I can see the map. And there is definitely... Wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. I was right about the Manhattan, you know, skyline. We see the river. Yep, we got a sign that says Manhattan. Oh, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope, guys. Wow, okay. Oh man, this is crazy. Now, how am I supposed to get back into the park though? Oh, right here. And then these are the courts again. Okay. I see. Wow. This is a lot more than I expected. Hey, Taisheng, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. 1968 Mustang. We will give it a go. And then here, this was the other part. So basketball course, then we got this. And then you can just exit out the park, just like that. And the map looks real nice too. Well done, C. Toretto. Ooh. Let me get my third. Look at this. New part of Brooklyn Park. And we are just killing it, killing it. Look how close. Alright, I'm gonna go back up the ramp here. Alright. So wow, this is such a surprise to me. This was literally the very first time ever I experienced that just now. And then this water fountain is another addition that we had. So this part of Brooklyn Park, I did not at all even try. All right, so this is the very, very first time live that I reacted to it and that I drove around it. All right, so let's do a little 360, a little full circle around this water fountain. Then we're gonna exit out like we do. There you go. And we're back in the regular. Right, this is the classic OG map now. Wow. What a massive change for me. Did not expect all these changes. Did not expect whole new areas to open up. Love it though. I like when there's a little bit more to the map. A lot of new details added though. These little fences, these little barriers that are going around. A lot of bushes added. Alright, so this new map is really, really cool. This, actually not a new map, but I mean it's a new, edited, I guess, new updated map of Brooklyn Park, right? That's what it is. It's a remastered map, that's what they're selling it as. But it's more than a remaster to me. In addition to the... What is this area that I just passed? Is this another one? What is this? There you go. So in addition to the remastery, there's a few extra areas here that you can try out your skills. There you go. That's pretty cool. The map is looking real busy. All right, and those are the basketball courts again. Okay, and then you can exit out. Wow. All right, let me go straight up a little bit. We did all the stuff down there. And we can also turn here, it looks like, to the right. Wow, there's so much. Wow. A lot of little loops now, a lot of little areas you can go and explore. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm trying to... Oh, I was trying to look at the map and I almost crashed. And that's the tunnel down there, but this is like a different area. Wow, pretty cool. I feel like I'm lost in this map now. And just like that, we're back. We're back in the OG map. wonderful, wonderful. AE86. The BDC V6 car pack. It is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I'm getting pretty comfortable with this car too, and I really like it. Man. It's becoming real easy to drift this thing. Alright, let's link up. Let's get to the end. Ooh. And there we are. I'm gonna pause right here. And let's switch up a car because this has been really great. All right, what else we got? How's everybody doing? Feels pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and give it a go and change the lighting up a little bit, change the weather, change the clouds. Let's go for scattered. There you go. And let's go for a darker sort of a scene. There you go. A few clouds. And we'll switch up the car. So next up, I'm wondering, you know, just going with the favorites today. Just going with the favorites. The Nissan 350Z is another favorite. I'm going to go with that. The yellow. Look at that. So this thing's a beauty too. I really like this. Fire fuel, it says. Looks like somebody drew a car. Alright, looks really dope. Check and chat. Alright, let's drift. Let's go then. Alright, this definitely feels a little bit different. Let's do a full circle around here, and then we'll exit out. Just like that. Put it in third. We're gonna need some power here. Ooh, messed up. This car feels definitely different than the AE86. Tighter, sharper handling. Requires a little bit more skill than the AE86. The AE86 was actually pretty easy. That's like a beginner car. That was pretty good. Felt really good. Felt like a lot of fun. Oh, look at all those clouds. How about we do like a crazy storm? I haven't drifted in like a crazy thunderstorm in a long time. So let's change the weather. And then let's go for some stormy weather. How about that? Let's switch that up. All right, so this is heavy thunderstorm. Oh my God, lots of water now. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna do this to me. Oh, I saw some lightning there. I'm very curious to see what the tunnel is gonna be like, because there used to be not so nice looking puddles around the tunnel, like right at the entry of the tunnel and the exit of the tunnel. It used to look pretty ugly. I didn't think those graphics looked really good. So in this case, I want to see if in the remastered version of this track, are we gonna get better visuals by the tunnel. So the tunnel's coming up. The water already feels kind of crazy on the screen. This right here, yeah, see, when it goes dry to wet, it's the same. It's not This right here feels good. The reflections feel really good, but the entry of the tunnel, you know, when it goes from wet to dry, that color change just doesn't look very good. All right, so to me, that's still a disappointment. Oh man, but it feels really good to be drifting around in more slippery conditions. I kind of like the tight steering of this car compared to the AE86, but I think it might be a little too tight. Maybe right now it's at 54. Maybe I'll bring it down to 52 and see how it feels. All right, 52. I felt like I was wrestling a little too much. A little bit of difference. I feel a little bit of difference. I think it is better. Look at this. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, this feels real nice. Brooklyn Park Remastered. Looks real great. Feels real great. And I love the expanded version of the map. You know, I'm still doing the OG track right now, but the basketball course and all that was a lot of fun. And the extra markings on the roads, everything looks a lot cleaner, a lot sharper. The extra greenery, the plants, the bushes. It feels really great. Wow. And obviously the 350, this Nissan BDC V6 cars, they drift so nice. I'm loving it. Look at that. That felt really smooth, even though that's a hard turn with the uphill and a bend at the same time. The uphill corner, those are always tough. But this car is great. It's just so smooth, it's unreal. There you go. This one's another kind of an awkward turn. It's a little too sharp a corner. I always go out. You saw the rear of my car. I always kind of slip out a little too much. I'm coming in too hot, I think. Coming in too strong, too fast. So sometimes I'm slipping out. My rear is slipping out. Here too. These transitions, I gotta fine tune a little bit. Wow, but otherwise feels really, really great. We're back to the big bend. And we're back in the tunnel. So I don't know how many laps I did already, but it feels like I can keep going on and on and on. It feels awesome. Look at that. Incredible. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and switch out again, and we'll change the weather too. Yeah, I've been trying, Ty, I've been trying, you know, a little bit. You said I had to do a little bit of feathering, feather in, feather out, trying to do that a little bit. All right, let's change this view up, and let's go back to the other spot. Ooh, I hear the thunder. And let's go back to the other spots on this track, because this is Brooklyn Park Remastered. Here we go. All right, we got a Mustang next. Let's hit up this Mustang. See what's. Oh, it looks so nice, guys. Look at that, and the raindrops and everything. This just looks beautiful. We got the yellow steering wheel, bright yellow, the Mustang logo. The color's looking real nice. I mean, really well done with the car designs and the liveries here. They look real nice. And we got the zebra skin on the seat covers. You know, just having a ball with this. This is one of my favorite Mustang models. I feel like this looks really good, and I like the newer ones a lot too. But this was, I think, that first model that had those vertical slits in the lights in the rear, and I really enjoyed that. I really like that look of this car. But let's go ahead and take it out for a spin and see what it is. And let's change the weather up to maybe, I don't know, I like something brighter. We want to be able to see, but we get some wind going. And so, oh, look at those streaks of water running through the surface of the car. Well done. Looks real nice. All right, so let's do it. All right, so this one's a little bit better. Now I changed it to the thunderstorm. We got the brightness up a little bit more, but still we got some rain and we got some exciting weather. All right, so here we go. This is the Mustang BDC V6. Let's go ahead and spin out here at the water fountain. A little warm up, Slip out. Get into third. Get ready. Ooh, messed up there. The car is a bit of a wrestle right now. I might have to change the force feedback. Yeah, I might have to change the force feedback a little bit. Hold up. Maybe go down to 50. Alright, let's try again. Oh yeah, this feels definitely softer, a little bit better. A little bit easier to steer here. Whew! Look at all that smoke. It's crazy that, you know, when we're sliding on the water, there's not a whole lot of smoke, which makes a lot of sense. But then as soon as we get on the dry surface, smoke comes right out in that tunnel. Good attention to detail. Well done. And those clouds, those thick, ooh, look at that. Those flashes of lightning look really good. Oh man, this is real smooth. This car is amazing. All right, this Mustang tune is so dope. Look at that. Incredible. Look at that smoke that just popped out. As soon as we got into the tunnel, you know, under the shade, under some shelter, the tires start smoking. That's pretty dope. And it goes away when you're back in the water. Well done. Woo! Look at that. Really holds. This one really holds. I changed that force feedback a little bit, and now it's just holding real nice. Force feedback does matter a lot. You know, you gotta get the right settings on. Every car is different, so the settings for every car have to be changed and tweaked based on how the car is behaving. And I feel like this, we just hit the right spot for force feedback. It's at 50 right now, and I feel like that's it. Oh, Man, again, just can keep on doing this all day. Feels really great. Oh, real nice. All right. Let's go ahead. Yeah, green is. I like green a lot. Let's go ahead and hit up a different car now. Got another favorite down. I feel like I want to go into a Miata or an RX-7. Let's see what we got. All right, we got the MX-5, the Miata. So let's go. Look at that exhaust pipe. The exhaust pipe is like almost as long as the trunk of this car. Can you believe this? And what is up with this livery? What is this Naruto guy or something? I don't know what that character is. All right, but I just put it on and we're gonna try to give it a go, see what it is. All right, here's a view from the side, front. Can we do some lights action right here? Look at that. Turn the lights on. Flicker, flicker. Bam. All right, here we go. Let's do a little trial run up here by the fountain, as is the tradition. Oh, wow. Okay, this steering is way different, guys. Okay, way different. Hold on. I'm gonna have to readjust. I'm gonna have to adjust some situations here. Woo! Okay, so this one I'm gonna have to kind of reorient myself to, because this one's feeling way too slidey. Hold on. I brought my force feedback back to up to 55, because I think there's a little bit of that. I'm oversteering a little bit by default because it's kind of soft. Okay, there you go. Felt a little bit better there. Woo! Look at all that water just dripping off like a waterfall from the rear tires. You see that? That's pretty cool, man. Oh my god, the behavior of the water dripping off those rear guards, the rear mud guards, that is just dope. I love seeing details like that. Yeah, so this car is definitely different. I like it though. It's definitely different compared to the Mustang that we were driving, compared to the A86 that we drove. It's definitely different compared to the Nissan Z. I'd say this is like the loosest, you know? Not as sharp, but really, really good at sliding. You have to be a little bit more attentive to your steering with this one than some of the other ones. They were a little bit more forgiving in terms of, you know, turning. This one, I guess, is tuned really, really well for the steering, so every little turn makes a difference here. So if you're turning the steering wheel, you better mean it. You can't just be turning, you know? Yeah, I think I got a hang of it now, but it feels really, really good. It's so tiny, so nimble. Huh. Feels really, really great. Oh, spoke too soon. Nice though, real nice. Oh man, that exhaust pipe sticking out so far back, that's crazy. Let's go ahead and switch out and also change up the weather a little bit. All right, so now we got the GR86, the Toyota. All right, this one's a good one. The GT86. My bad, the GT86. Really nice looking car. You know, awesome car. One of, yeah, a big fan favorite. Let's go ahead and hop in. Let's take it out for a spin. Oh, it's Sakura from Street Fighter. Yeah, I felt like that looked like Ryu with the... But no, I don't know which... Street Fighter character that is, but Sakura, you're saying it is what it is. The Skyline, we'll try a Skyline. Let me see if I got one in the BDC. In this drift car pack, I'm not sure if I have a Skyline, but I gotta check it out. I think there's an R31. There's an R31, we'll see. Alright, here you go. I switched the colors to pure right now for the PP filter. I'm on pure, but I was using the Aegis. And now we're switched to pure because pure kind of makes everything high contrast and really pop. A lot of people like pure for the videos because I think the colors look good on the videos. But to me, it kind of looks very unrealistic. You know, extra just, you know, saturated colors, but some of the contrast, the clouds and stuff look really nice in it, so I think that's the cool part about it. Like, see the colors of the clouds, the skies just look amazing with pure, but with everything else the skies don't look as great. But the cars, especially if you have like purples and like really bright colors, the cars kind of look crazy. I'm not down with that. But definitely does give a nice look with the high contrast, high saturation. All right, so the GT86. I keep on wanting to say GR86. Feels really good. Feels very much like a street car. Very planted, grippy. Cool. Wow. Hard to turn. It's not as eager to get sliding. And so much smoke. Holy moly. Feels grippier and definitely heavier than the MX-5, which makes a lot of sense. But because it's grippier, it's snapping back very quickly for me. hold up, hold up, hold up. We gotta find our side tracks. Let's go ahead and take this back out. Woo! All right. Let me bring it down a little bit. I brought the force feedback down quite a bit because it was really, really giving me work. Yeah, this feels a little bit better, but I'm looking for, yes, this is the road, guys. This is the road right here. So on the left was the basketball courts, and on the right hand side is that other disc track right here. All right, let's go ahead and pop in. Nope. Ooh, had to hit that. Got a little too tight. Let's go ahead and do this loop, though. I like to do this loop. All that smoke is making it really hard for me to see. This is where I messed up last time, but we won't mess up this time. There you go. Craziness. All right, let's go back out. Let's go back up this way. And step out the park. Woo! Ha ha ha. This feels like a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Let's go around the park and come back in from the other side. And we're gonna drift around. And look at this, Manhattan skyline right there. Look at that, right by the river. How's that? Would have liked some more details on those buildings, though, but still nice. Still nice to see that you could actually get out of the park. Look at that. The wide boulevard. Awesome drifts. All right, where's our park? Oh, that was it. And this is the basketball courts. Woo! I think second would be good here. Let's go around the hoops. And then go around here. Little figure eights around the hoop. Oh, hit the fence, hit the fence. That was kind of tight though. All right, so this is the GT86. Let's hop in. Let's see what we got in terms of our next car. See, maybe there's a Skyline or something. we got the R35, but this is the VDC. The VDC car pack and I don't really get along, I'll be honest. All right, but it does look nice. They have some of these high horsepower supercars that are pretty nice, and they got this GTR also, which looks amazing. I mean, just look at it, the details, the body kit, the styling, it just looks amazing. But I haven't been able to really drift these very nicely because of just the high you know, horsepower. So let's go ahead and see what I can do here. I haven't drifted in this in a long time, but it looks really nice, and maybe I'll get it to work a little bit. I don't know, let's see. Look at that though. All right, here we go. Oh, sounds so good. Oh my god, so jerky. We're just gonna keep in first gear though. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be real trouble right here. I'm not so sure about this. Yeah, first gear is all we're gonna need here. Let me get to second. Yeah, see, second immediately doesn't work. Let me... There you go. All right. I feel like I have to concentrate so hard on this, guys. Gotta concentrate so hard on this. Wow. Gotta say, it does feel good when you get it right. Oh, see, a little too much throttling there messed me up, but hey, feels really good. Yeah, 10% gas, man. It's so hard to do. But it's learning. We're getting there. So there you go. We got the GTR. All right, that was nice. The car feels real nice. So the car's, I mean, it's really probably the best looking car I feel like in the cars that I do have. You know, looks real nice. And let me also give you a quick comparison of the two different filters here. So this is what the car looks like right now with that pure filter right now. I do have pure weather and pure filter right now, right? So with pure weather, you could either use the pure filter or any other filter of your choice. But now I'm going to bring it back to Aegis. All right, it might take a minute. I might have broken it a little bit because in-game changing filters is kind of annoying. Let me exit out. But that was a lot of fun. We'll also switch out the car now. Let's go to Gravy Garage. Told you guys I was going to do a little bit of Gravy Garage also while we're doing this. So let's hop into some of our other favorites. Can't forget those. This JZX 90 beater is such a dope drift car, guys. It's like on purpose made to look like a broken down car, dented and messed up, and the trunk is broken, it's half open and all of that, but it is really, really fun. All right, so there you go. That's what it looks like. Real messed up. Rusted up hoodie. I said hoodie. Rusted up hood. Messed up trunk. Dented up. Broken down. But man, it just drifts so good. Alright, so now we're back to our C13 Aegis, you know, filtering. The post-processing is now a different filter. But this thing is just like, just made to drift. It feels real good. It's so nice. And it's cool because sometimes if you go left or right real wild, the trunk kind of jumps around. It's funny. It feels really great. And the drift is real nice. So smooth, so good. Huh. Second gear. Messed up there, but the correction wasn't bad. Really, really dope. Dang. Super smooth. They call it the beater. Beat up car. But I'll take it if it drifts like this. Appearances are deceiving. That's why they say don't judge a book by its cover. It's probably one of the best drift cars in the game. It's crazy. It's so good. I don't know how many laps I've done already, but it feels pretty good. Oh my gosh. Makes it look so easy. But it's the car, guys. The car is so good. Oh. All right, let me pause here. Let me pause here, man. We could do this all day. This car is really, really good. Yep. I don't think I blinked once. It was so good. All right, let's hop in the E36 Touring. We haven't done a BMW today at all. Lots of good cars. This is another one of my favorites. It's a beautiful car. It's got the Lamborghini doors on the station wagon, the touring car. You know what I mean? Really cool looking car though. Looks amazing and just drifts so good. This one also drifts so good. So this is gonna be our last one. We're gonna end with the BMW. Kind of, you know, just go out in style tonight. And it's been real good. The Brooklyn Park Remastered map has been the main subject of this live, and it's been great. The hidden spots, the ability to go outside the park, to go around, you know, those extra couple of zones. We got the basketball courts, we got that extra tier, the water fountain, and then there's another little circuit down below that is parallel that you could go down the ramp and just do a quick figure eight or something like that down there. That's pretty cool too. So really cool additions and tweaks have been made to this, and I think the graphics tweaks are also very good. So 100% I recommend this C Toretto map. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Couldn't imagine Brooklyn Park getting even better, but certainly with this upgrade, the Brooklyn Park map I think is even better. There you go. Doors closed. All right, maybe how about we do some snow action today? All right, so for this one, to wrap things up, we'll get some snow going. All right, so we got a snowy afternoon. A snowy evening. That's always nice. We could do it at nighttime too. Oh, that's real dark. All right, let's keep it there. I like that little, you know, dark ambiance with the snow going around. Oh, the snowflakes falling. That's pretty dope. It's a lot of snow right now, so let's go and see if I can even drift in this thing, given how much snow there is. Oh, snow just went away. Did I just turn it off? Hold up a minute. All right, the snow kind of broke. Oh, it's back. See, that's what happens with some of these mods. When there's an upgrade or a tweak, the mod kind of sometimes acts weird. Oh my god, the snow though. I don't think I can drift like this, guys. Whew. I can't see. Oh, there you go. We're gonna keep on getting snow and no snow. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Okay, hold on. I gotta change this. This is not gonna work. Under the tunnel. How about we just turn up some light? Alright. Regular snow, not heavy snow. Let's see how that goes. Is my lights on? Hold on. Let me check if my lights are on. There you go. Turn on the lights. Let's go. But this big old car drifts so nice. Yeah, the snow is broken, guys. The snow is broken for this one. See, it starts snowing in patches, and then it doesn't snow. Hold on. All right, let's go with this. Maybe this will be a little bit better. We went with a... What do we go with? Thunderstorm. This is a thunderstorm. Oh. It's so confusing now that they have this water fountain here on this new version of the map. The water fountain feels like it's a new entryway. Look at this. There's still some flurries flying around though. Oh my god, this car is so amazing. Look how it holds. Oh, amazing. Incredible. I love how the headlights are shining on the trees as I'm turning and the light kind of moves away from the trees. Again, really nice attention to detail. Well done. Huh. Incredible. Man, that hill's pretty hard to do usually. But if you enter that uphill very close to the inside, it's always a lot smoother that way. You can't go from the outside. You gotta get closer to the arch, closer to the apex, and you turn around, you flip it around from there, it's a piece of cake. But if you try to come from the outside, like here a little bit, yeah, I got close though. Then you're gonna go wide. Woo! Just like that. Flurries, rain, thunderstorm. Incredible smoke. Beautiful clouds. Just like that. Slipping and sliding. Ooh, lightning. There you go. So there you have it, friends. We're gonna wrap up right there. It's been real. It's been fun. Thank you for joining in. Everybody who was able to pop in, thank you very much. Appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.